Day 98. Yep, we jump forward. We jump forward, alright. I came to, along with the morning announcement. I heard the date loud and clear. Day 98. It can't be. I murmured to myself and tried to get out of bed. But after being asleep for so long, I couldn't get my muscles to engage. I twisted around and rolled out of bed, steadying myself against my desk as I forced myself to my feet. I have to ask everyone what happened. They should be at breakfast right now. I stumbled out of my room, leaning against the walls as I made my way to the cafeteria. Hello! When I arrived, everyone was there, just as I suspected. They were frozen like statues, their jaws practically on the floor. What? Me? Wait, there was someone missing. It was Nozomi. I couldn't see her anywhere, but before I could ask, Gaku started talking. Hey, are you guys messing with me? Why is Takumi here? What do you mean, why? He must have come to... Yeah, Takumi's away! You're back! You're back! Yay, wahoo! Thunderous cheers echoed around me. Everyone gathered around. They hugged me and ruffled my hair, and they clamored with delight. Eventually, once their excitement had subsided a little, I fixed my hair and cleared my throat. Can I ask what happened over the last 25 days while I was asleep? Where to start? We took turns looking after you. What about the defensive battles? We had one on day 87 and 93. An elderly warrior named Dalshir came both times, but we vanquished him. Oh, we didn't have to do it this time. That's good. Well, speaking of battles, Veshness is coming tomorrow, but you don't need to fight. Well, of course I do. Just how clueless are you? You're in no shape to fight. That's right, Mr. Sumino. Take it easy and get some rest. If your leap damage gets any worse, we'll all be in trouble. I couldn't believe my ears. How do you guys know about leap damage? I told them everything, even about the time loop. Why? Well, we grilled her about it. Asked her if you really had some kind of mystery infection. You were like, you need to tell us what really happened so we can find a way to cure him and save him together. Just like that. But...
If you tell them the truth, we're guaranteed to have the worst possible outcome. I've lived through 146 loops, and there's never been a single exception.
And I'm assuming this one isn't going to be an exception either, then. Pardon a crap smear like me for opening this fetid face hole, but shouldn't we be happy Takumi's finally better? That's right! I'm so happy I could do a backflip. Yeah, but where's Nozomi? And I finished making the baby jar too. Now we just need Nozomi to wake up. Oh, there we go. Couldn't keep up with all this. Everything they said led to new questions. What's a baby jar? And what happened to Nozomi? Yeah, about that. Everyone fell silent. Something must have happened. Something that was difficult to talk about. Hiroko, why don't you tell him? We still haven't eaten breakfast, so... Alright, Takumi, come with me. Where we're going? Hiroko left the cafeteria. I hurried after her. Eventually, we reached our destination. Crap. What? What the hell is going on? Why is the escape pod all corroded? Can't you tell? It's particle bacteria. We sprayed QB liquid all over the school on day 42. Inside the school, yes, but we must have missed some affected areas. The bacteria found its way through the vents. We only found out 10 or so days ago. There wasn't any point in spraying it down with our remaining QB liquid. Even if we'd done that, there was no way we could have had the pod repaired by day 100. But then, when the final attack launches on day 100... Yeah, but they're gonna get a baby jar, so... Yeah, we know, we see it, we know about the final attack. Don't worry, the attack's not going to launch. Why?
Oh.
We're going to stop it. How? We're going to take the baby out of the machine in the defense room. Put him in a jar. Can't do that, you'll kill him. Normally, you'd be right. You can't just remove him without a plan. That's why Tsubasa's made a baby jar. There's a photo of it. Wow, it's a jar. Size of a baby. Like she said, she just finished it, so the jar's still empty. But now, we're going to put the baby in there as soon as we've finished our breakfast. Will he be able to survive in that thing? Yes, the jar has a life support system attached to it. So then the missiles won't be fully charged with his energy. Which means we'll be able to stop the final attack. Oh, guess I don't have anything to worry about after all.
Oh.
Nobody told you to worry in the first place. I can't say we're totally in the clear, though. You talking about Nozomi? Hiroko nodded. What happened to her? I think showing you would be the best way to explain. Come with me. She's in her room. All the dots.
Nozomi?
Is she glowing?
Why is she glimmering?
Alright, glimmering, okay.
It was day 85. I brought everyone to the lab to tell them about parallel leaping. On the way back, a tiny meteorite came flying down from the sky.
Don't we have that mentioned before?
It exploded in midair, and these particles of light came raining down.
How did it make her glow, though?
Nozomi was completely covered in them.
Or glimmer, I suppose.
Thankfully, she doesn't seem to have any external wounds. But she lost consciousness immediately after it happened. That brings us to what you see here.
Is her life in any danger?
No. She's just sleeping. Her breathing and pulse are normal. So, don't worry about that.
I stared hard at Nozomi. She was comatose, and yet for some reason, it didn't make me feel anxious. Maybe it was because of the magnificent shine coming off of her body. To me, it looked like something sacred that would only be granted to a chosen one.
Oh.
Now then, we're taking up a lot of time getting you up to speed. Everyone's waiting in the cafeteria. We need to head to the defense room and put the baby in the jar. What about breakfast? You're gonna have to skip it. Are you insane? Been asleep for 25 days. But you're still fine, aren't you? We were feeding you intravenously. Now that she mentioned it, I realized I didn't really feel hungry. Come on, let's go. Okay. True evil appears without warning. What? It was a realization I felt all too keenly. Back in the cafeteria, Hiroko and I were greeted by a scene that was difficult to process. What?
How?
Now, who's dead? I keep going to that. I don't want that. Ending 100. Everyone there apart from Hiroko and Takumi. We're on the route, on the branch that leads to ending 100, which I'm considering the way out of the loop at this point. So we take everyone else from this path over to that timeline.
This can't be.
That's where we are. The blood drained from my face. I went weak in the knees. I could hardly continue standing upright. What the hell happened here? I clutched my chest and tried to take deep breaths. Calm down, I told myself. I had to stop panicking and make sure I was really seeing what I thought I was seeing. Takimaru, Yugumu, Ima, Durumi, and Kyoshika, all 5 of them were laying limply in a sea of blood. There wasn't even a hint of movement. It was clear they were already gone. But it wasn't just them. The other 8 were laid out on the floor around them. There was no sign of blood on them. Were they okay?
Snap out of it, Takumi. We need to get them to the infirmary.
They're dead.
Right. Got it.
So I'm assuming Kako-G has arrived. No sooner than I took a step forward. Yep.
It's you.
The key infected Kako. It's Kako-G.
What a terrible nickname! Could you please not call me that? Anyway, you know me? You must have been to that timeline then. Have you been following me? Not that it matters now.
Kako-G continues speaking as she swung her survival knife.
What a shame. I was about to kill the rest of them too. You just had to show up and ruin it.
You must be the one who ran away from the mystery timeline.
Mystery Timeline? I'm not familiar with that name, but you're probably right. Except I didn't run away. I just got bored and went somewhere else. By the way, I made sure to slaughter every last one of them in that timeline.
Why would you do that?
Did I never tell you? Deep inside me, there's an unstoppable urge to kill other animals. It's part of my reproductive instincts. I was born that way. For me, killing feels like what your species does in bed. But if you ask me, the things you do there are far more grotesque and repulsive.
Well, I'll have to disagree on that point.
Oh, look! They've started to come around while we were talking.
What did you do to them?
Nothing too serious. I just put some sleeping pills in the water cooler.
And then everybody drank the water and fell unconscious.
Exactly. Anyway, it'll be a problem for me if they wake up. The odds of a 10-on-1 fight aren't in my favor. This doesn't mean you've won, though. I just don't want to harm this vessel. I've had her for more than 75 days now. I've become quite attached. I really must be going now. See you around.
I was about to protest when... But Kako-G ran out of the cafeteria at unbelievable speed.
Duh! We have to chase her down!
Wait, Takumi. We need to do something about our friends first.
Damn! You're right!
I mean, they're dead, aren't they? Hideko and I examined the bodies of the first 5. They'd bled out, having lost all of their cryptoglobin. We couldn't revive them. The strength left our bodies and we collapsed to the ground. Again, it's like that lines up too well with like ending 100. It wasn't long after that the rest of them came to. They were all horrified to see the carnage before them. Kaka was particularly distraught. She clung to Ima's corpse and held it tight. She wailed like an animal, shaking her head and heaving heavy sobs. Even now, the shock still colored their faces. Hoping to calm everyone down a little, Hideko and I brought them to the Gaim. I see. Sleeping pills in the water cooler. We drank it and it knocked us out? My head is still fuzzy. My vision's all blurry too. I can barely stand up. But who would do this? Let me make one thing clear. The culprit is not one of us. Some kind of creature that came from another timeline. Creature? Yes, a Gi. Hideko was probably trying to spare everyone by leaving out that it was possessing a version of Kako. If our Kako were to find out, she'd probably be beside herself with grief and guilt.
Hey!
Hideko and I will go after it. You guys wait here. No, I'm going too. Kako, I understand how you feel. No, I'm going to kill that thing. After screaming at the top of her lungs, Kako lurched forward.
Ah!
The effects of the medicine haven't worn off yet. You can't run like this. How can you say that? You were the one in a coma for days. Yeah, but I feel fine now.
No.
Enough of this. Takumi, we need to go. Everybody take care of Kako. Got it. Why? I want to go too. I want to go. Let me go. Kako was having a complete meltdown, tears streaming down her face. Everyone frantically tried to hold her back. Thanks, guys. That was all I could say before Hideko and I ran out of the game. We were unsure if Kako-G was still on the premises, but we still searched around the school just to be sure. When we reached the war room... Oh dear.
Sirei and Nico too.
Hiroko rushed over to them. After a short inspection, she turned to me, her face ashen.
They're completely destroyed. Totally beyond repair.
Gah.
It's possible she hasn't given up on trying to kill us all.
So, maybe...
We looked at each other as realization dawned.
This is bad!
Nozomi's in trouble!
We bolted out of there, making our way to Nozomi's room on the rooftop. All the dots. We burst into her room and looked at her bed. Impossible, she's gone. No. Follow the glimmering. We returned to the rooftop and looked around. Just then, we heard the sound of a propeller turning. It's coming from the schoolyard. I ran to the fence. Propeller? I grabbed onto it and looked down to see a fire extinguisher drone hovering over it in the distance. Oh. Sure enough, under the drone was... It's Kako-G, and she's holding somebody. It's Nozomi. Kako-G cut through the wall of fire with the drone and ran along the path it cleared for her. Hiroko, let's go. Right. We rushed to the city ruins. There was no sign of Kako-G. Where did she go? Could she be going to the lab?
Hey!
When's the next leap window? Tonight, starting at 9:20 p.m. And what would be the point of taking her there? Why would she even want to take Nozomi to another timeline? How should I know? I don't even know why she took Nozomi in the first place. Got to be the glimmering in some regard, right? Anyway, the lab's the only place that makes sense, so... I know, let's go. We ran for the lab. After 5 minutes of sprinting, Hiroko suddenly stopped. Look there. She was pointing down an alleyway. I could see something stirring there. It was Kako-G, but she had already spotted us. Okay. She jumped high up in the air and vanished. With Nozomi in her arms all the while. All the dots. Damn it. It was so close. We stared in the direction Kako-G had fled. That's not where the lab is it? No, it's the complete opposite direction. So she's not trying to go there? I don't know. She might just be trying to misdirect us. And I'll look in the direction she went. And you can search... Have you forgotten how incredibly strong Kako-G is? We can't risk facing her alone. It's too dangerous. She had a point. I didn't care what happened to me, but I couldn't let any danger come to Hiroko. And we'll have to look together. I agree. Let's search any place she might have wanted to go. But in the end... Bum, bum, bum. All the dots. All the dots. Nowhere to be found. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. We couldn't find any sign of Kako-G anywhere. And as we were searching, the sky grew dimmer. Night fell. Clinging to our last hope, we ventured into the mountains to the northeast. We kept walking for some time until we approached the summit. There, we finally spotted a wriggling shadow. Kako-G, we found her, but she'd found us too.
Wow, not bad. You figured out I was here.
Her face.
What can I say? Vermin has a very distinctive smell.
Alright, where's with the talk back? Scooby, like, come on.
Are you talking about me? I'd say your kind are the real vermin here.
What do you mean by that?
I wonder...
Just tell us what you want. Why did you take Nozomi?
When I was on the roof, I saw a light coming out from under her door. I went inside to investigate and saw her in bed. I knew it the moment I laid eyes on her. She's a variant.
Oh. What?
A variant?
When a certain species is exposed to a special kind of light called a treem ray, their body's composition morphs them into something called a variant.
Trium, right?
I'll spare you the details, as I doubt you could understand. But variants are a rare delicacy for my kind. I must return to my native planet and offer up her body to them.
Well, that's a lovely looking planet. All the dots.
That's why I'm looking for a craft to take me back. Specifically, our own craft, which is capable of warp travel.
I asked Kako-G if it meant there was a craft nearby. She replied readily enough.
There should be, but that doesn't appear to be the case in this timeline.
Oh.
Our spacecrafts can travel through blood space, so it may have ended up in another timeline instead.
My thoughts were interrupted before I could ask any more questions. Suddenly overcome by a violent fit. Must be my leap damage acting up. The world swayed in front of me, my legs went weak and I fell to my knees.
Are you all right, Takumi?
Kako-G saw her opportunity and took it. With a smirk, she held Nozomi close and launched herself into the air, vanishing into the darkness. Damn it. Shortly after, my fit subsided. Got back up and steadied my feet. I knew your leap damage wasn't healed yet. No, it's because I didn't eat. I'm out of stamina. Don't lie to me. Let's just go. Go where?
Huh?
Who's the dimwit now? Kako-G practically spelled it out for us. What did she just say? Now? Yeah. Head to the PLM. Let's try and remember what the abbreviation was. A spacecraft might have ended up in another timeline. She really is going to the lab this time. I nodded and took off running. I like you pointed out, you're being the dimwit now, ooh. Hideko was right behind me. We hurtled down the mountains and raced between the buildings in the city. We made it. What time is it? 9:35 p.m. The leap window opened at 9:20. That was 15 minutes ago. And stop yapping and move. Okay, here goes. We raced into the lab. And then we saw someone in a leap suit on the circular platform next to the machine. Had to be Kako-G. In her arms was another suit-clad figure. Nozomi, obviously. Light particles started to fill the air before our eyes. They were going to leap any second.
We can't let them escape!
A memory from the mystery timeline came flooding back. Nozomi defended me. She sacrificed her own life. I didn't want it to happen again. I couldn't lose her. I promised her, I promised. I had to protect her no matter what. I hunched over, about to leap toward Kako-G, but then Hideko yelled at me.
Takumi, no! You can't! You need a suit! If you go again unprotected, you won't make it! You'll die!
After hearing Hideko's plea, I knew what I had to do. Well, he'd jump in, and that's what I think he should do at this point, because, he's got to fulfill that promise. But I'm going to go with the opposite choice. Like I said, it's okay, so it's attack, yes or no. So, no would be the option we don't want, so we'll go with that first. Again, we're doing the opposite now, See that before we get to our endings kind of thing. Suddenly, I froze up. I stopped in place. Was it because I didn't want to die? Because I valued my life too much? Nozomi had thrown aside her own precious life to save me. And yet, despite everything, I couldn't get my legs to move. When I snapped back to reality, the two of them had already disappeared. Particles of light flickered in the air. They jumped to another timeline. I mean, you could go there straight away. You do know that, right? Takumi, snap out of it and chase after Kako-G. Figured out where they were headed from the log. The machine's all set to go. The quicker you act, the greater chance you have of getting there, because they haven't, lock that off yet. Are you listening? Right. Hiroko and I put on our leap suits. Too late. Oh, no. We jumped timelines to go after Kako-G. And we resumed our search for her. But she was nowhere to be found in the city ruins. We turned our attention to the mountains to the northeast. Kako-G had likely gone there in search of her spacecraft. Unfortunately, though, Takumi, I'm sorry, but this is it. We can't go any further. Are you crazy? Kako-G's got to be in those mountains. We need to keep going. The time limit is getting closer. This is as far as we can go if we're going to make it back to the lab in time. No. We're not giving up on Nozomi. We will find her eventually, I'm sure of it. But now's not the time. There's nothing more we can do. We can't leave the others to fight Veshness without us tomorrow. I thought you weren't going to let me fight. I wasn't, but... And I'm staying here. It's like, yeah, I mean, people are dead, so, you know, we need everyone we can. What? I'm staying in this timeline to find Kako-G and Nozomi, too. Don't be ridiculous.
Hey!
Just go back without me. I'll keep looking on my own. Where are we, anyway? Can't abandon Nozomi. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. Takumi. Good luck with the battle tomorrow. I know you'll do fine. With that, I started to run, off to the northeastern mountains.
Wait! Takumi! Takumi! Takumi!
I heard Hiroko yell my name over and over again, but I just kept running, never once glancing back. Sometime after that, I arrived in the mountains. It was eerily still and silent all around me, without so much as the rustling of leaves to be heard. Clawed my way through the bushes, climbed up cliff sides, and crawled along the ground in search of Kako-G and Nozomi. But I couldn't find them. I couldn't find anything, not even a clue leading me in the right direction. Was that it? I'm not going to see like a spaceship fly off into the... Oh, day 99. Like, I found it! Hey, hey! Day 100, oh. All the dots. 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 At last, it was day 100, 10 a.m. And then... Yep, we know. Boom. Got it. My consciousness was rendered to ash, vanishing without a trace. All that remained was regret, lingering like an eternal grudge. That's gonna be it, isn't it? Oh, I was hoping we'd like see the spaceship fly off or something. Like she found it. The coward's final day is done. Right, let's go back to that decision then. Before decision. And this time we will go for Kako-G. We're coming for you, Kako-G. So this is the actual choice I would have gone with here. Yeah, but we're choosing the opposite, seeing as like we're coming to the endings of these routes. These branches. I didn't hesitate or delay for one single second. My body moved before my mind did. And what are you going to do? That's my question. Like, once you arrive there, you're going to freeze on the spot because you can't move. But I do feel like that's what he would have done. So I found myself laid out on the ground. Kako-G must have knocked me away after we jumped timelines. She wasn't in front of me anymore. I got up and whirled around to see her disappearing toward the exit. Nozomi still in her arms. Damn it, I need to chase her down. No sooner than I took a step forward. An intense pain rippled and ripped through my spinal cord. My head spun, my stomach turned, and my body went numb and unresponsive. But I couldn't let Kako-G get away. Staggering on my feet, I ran out of the lab. I found Kako-G right away. She was running full tilt toward the end of the street. You won't get away from me! My steps sprung off the ground as I swiftly started to chase after Kako-G. Like, damn, dude. Maybe it was the adrenaline, but the pain in my body was fading. I could do this. I could catch her. I was gradually closing the distance between us as I ran. Just a little more. I can almost reach out and touch her. I'm not letting her get away. Felt like if I lost her now, it would all be over. I'd never find her again. Well, we've seen what happened. My body was almost reaching its limit. The pain was coming back. Every cell in my body was screaming for oxygen. But I couldn't stop. I summoned all my remaining strength. I viciously lunged for Kako's back. Or tried to anyway. However, Kako-G threw Nozomi down, ground to a halt and turned around.
Fool.
Huh?
And then I was still running when her fist smashed into my gut. It was one hell of a powerful counter. I flew through the air, twirling like a baton before landing hard on the ground. Kako-G was quick to follow up. She kicked me over and over as she spoke. Nozomi's gonna get up, right?
You are an imbecile! Do you really not understand why I ran? If I stayed in the lab, I knew she'd come and that she'd get in my way. I needed you to be alone so I could torment you. That's why I led you here.
Intense pain jolted through my body every time her foot connected with me. I couldn't tell if the pain was from her kicks or from my leap damage. But as I took kick after kick, I eventually stopped feeling anything. It was like my body was made of rubber. My consciousness soon detached itself as well. In the end, I couldn't even tell who she was stomping anymore. It was you, mate. Time continued to pass. I expected another dish, dish as it faded out.
I feel better now. And you shouldn't have an unbroken bone left in you.
Kako-G spoke and turned away. As she started to walk away, I saw Nozomi on the ground ahead of her.
Nozomi!
I murmured her name as I stared at her. More memories of the mystery timeline came flooding back. I hadn't been able to protect her then. She was the one who protected me. She died defending me. She was smashed to pieces. But the Takumi of this timeline is different. I'll do anything, even if it destroys me. I'll give my life to defend Nozomi. I will save her. And there were shards of glass around, so... Yeah.
But how? How could such an ugly species manage to...
Kako-G fell to the ground. I quickly took off her helmet and put my hand on her neck. She still had a pulse. She was breathing normally. She was just unconscious. I ran over to Nozomi just like I'd done with Kako-G. I removed her helmet to check her. She was fine, but still asleep. Still glimmering, but she would survive. It was just then that I heard footsteps running over to me. Was Hiroko.
Huh?
Hiroko?
Oh.
Still alive, I see. Yeah, both of them.
Oh.
I meant you. You've leapt 3 times now without protection. You could have died instantly.
Huh?
Sorry. Hiroko sighed and pulled something out of her jacket.
Ah.
What is that?
Oh.
A beam gun that generates a special electromagnetic pulse. I borrowed it from Tsubasa. I never go anywhere without it. What? The electromagnetic pulse is harmless to the human body, but it can damage really small creatures if you crank the output high enough. What? Just watch. Hiroko made her way to Kako-G, laid on the ground. He stopped beside her, put the muzzle to her temple, and pulled the trigger. Immediately after, I was confronted by a grotesque sight. A horrible, squirming creature began to wriggle out of Kako-G's mouth. I'd seen one before. I could never forget. It was... Yep. The Gi Queen. To be more precise, it was a female spawner. In the zombie timeline, it was known as Alpha 1. This one is originally from the Box of Calamity timeline, so technically it's not that Alpha 1. Thank goodness. So Kako-G is back to being her regular Kako now, right? Yes, we should be calling her Kako 3 instead. She's a denizen of the Box of Calamity branch, after all. Yeah, but... I'm sure that's probably done some brain... damage... to her. But will her brain be okay? Just examined her and her vital signs don't show any abnormalities. Don't have to worry about her dying. But she's losing a lot of blood from that wound on her back. So we should treat her wound quickly. My heart clenched. It wasn't Kako-G who was laid out on the ground, it was Kako. Even if my back had been up against the wall, I felt guilty for hurting her.
Oh.
By the way, what should we do about this thing? Followed Hiroko's gaze. Step on it. She was using the heel of her shoe to pin down the Gi Queen wriggling on the ground. Isn't it obvious? So many of my friends have been killed by that monster. I didn't even have to think about what we needed to do. I lifted my foot, finally ready to exact my vengeance. Used all my might to crush the disgusting little creature. The Gi let out a grating shriek, writhed in pain for a few seconds, then went still. Now then, let's get out of here. I'll take Kako 3 so you can take Nazo... What is it? Everything was over. I'd finally been able to kill the horrible Gi. Feel like he's gonna collapse, be like, I guess I was relieved, felt completely exhausted. Suddenly, the leap damage-induced fit I had been holding back this whole time hit me like a raging torrent. All at once, I lost consciousness. It'd be like day 99. Oh, yeah, day 99. When I came to, I saw her sitting there as always. Same as always.
If I got paid for every time I had to carry you, I could afford a beautiful mansion in an upscale neighborhood by now.
How cheap is that mansion?
Sorry for all the trouble.
Don't worry about it. You can lick my boots clean again to apologize.
I don't remember ever doing that.
Really? Huh. I must have my timelines confused.
I tried to smile, but I couldn't. Not even my cheek muscles would move. Intuitively, I knew I didn't have long. The damage had begun to consume my entire body, killing my cells.
I told everyone you took care of the Gi. They were all very grateful. They cried and thanked you for avenging everyone it killed.
A touch of warmth returned to my cold body.
What about Nozomi?
She's still sleeping. Awaiting a kiss from a prince, I suppose.
What now? She's safe, even if she's not awake. Felt myself grow warmer still.
And Kako 3. What's wrong?
I doubt you'll believe me, but someone showed up and stitched up the wound in Kako-3's back.
Yeah, oh?
Someone? Who?
A woman in a white coat.
What?
What?
When she was done treating Kako's injury, she carried her off and disappeared.
Alright then.
She got on board some strange silver vehicle.
I didn't understand. Is that because of the leap damage? My brain cell's so broken that I'm starting to hear things? Like maybe a time travel device, and that's the Kako who was a bit odd previously?
Anyway, she seemed like a good person, so I don't think we have to worry about Kako-3.
She seemed like.
Wait, but...
The alarm sounded immediately after I spoke. So this one I'm skipping because we've seen it recently. Looks like Veshness is here. Well, we need to go to the war room. Wait, why are you getting up? Do I really need to explain? Of course you do. Exactly what is it you think you're doing? I'm going to fight.
No.
Don't be ridiculous. Fighting in your condition would be suicide. I knew it. The leap damage has impaired your ability to reason. I'm completely rational. I want to fight for my friends. Didn't die last time, did I? Your symptoms have gotten far worse since then. You've leapt 3 times without a suit. The next time you do it, you will die. Are you okay with that? Got that blood pulsing on our sides there. I didn't have time to worry about it. The enemy is already beginning their attack. I need to decide quickly, and my decision is... I mean, I feel like you're gonna die if you do it this time, because it's like last time you really, really were in a bad state. So it's like, I think rest would be the correct one. So we'll not do rest. Again, doing the opposite of what we want to do here. So join the final battle. Yeah. Final battle. Yes, because I don't want to. Yes. Hideko. They already died. What? 5 of our friends already died. So we can't break free of the cursed cycle this time. Yeah, so the outcome is the same either way. Whether I live or die, we're going to be right back where we started. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But again, I still feel like this is going to somehow lead to like the ending 100. Where it's like, that's how you chose to break the cycle. You know. So if nothing else, I want to choose a path that doesn't leave me with regrets. I want to fight for everyone in this timeline and end this. Hearing my insistence, Hideko replied, You really are stupid beyond any hope of redemption. She nodded quietly, her eyes welling up. Because she knows he's gonna die. It's so freaking late. What were you even... Wait, Takumi? Are you okay? Yeah, I found a miracle medicine. As you can see, I'm back and better than ever. I lied without hesitation. There was no time to try to persuade everyone. Takumi, thank you. You avenged my dear brother, didn't you? I guess. Are you okay, Kako? Not at all, but I'm gonna fight with everything I have. A brother dearest. Right. I nodded firmly before turning to everyone else. Okay then, here we go. Special Defense Unit. We move out for the final time. We'll do a skip on this one, because it's like... I feel like this is the route that we want, kind of thing, so it's like, yeah. Saw a giant spider crawling across the floor then. It was like, oh dear God. Where did it go? I have no idea. It went around the side of like my desk, which is like, uh-oh. Battle start.
I don't want to fight!
Not like this!
There's so many of them.
No!
Just what you'd expect to see in a final battle. And according to Hiroko, Veshness won't be showing up right away. Is that right?
Yes. As you can see, it's all of her minions. We need to...
Then let's get to killing!
Whoops, too focused on the spider.
Right! Let the battle commence!
Gotta get that spider. I'll go get it while we're waiting for skipping. Well, I don't know where it went. Anyway, we'll skip the battle. The battle with the spider.
That's the cannon fodder dealt with!
Which means it won't be long.
Yeah, she's coming! Stay strong, everyone!
Just as we predicted, Veshness arrived, calmly approaching from the distance. I could hear everyone's breath hitch, tension filled the air. At last, Veshness stood in place. She stared right at me as she spoke.
You're still alive?
Yes,
I didn't see you last time. I thought you were done for.
I was just having a break.
I still got life in me yet! Just try and take it from me!
I've no need. I will live for another 1,000 years, after all.
Oh, like another 1,000 seconds? I only give her 100.
Unfortunately for you, in 100 seconds, I'll be the only one left standing. Have at you!
Ah! These guys again.
Wicked invaders! Repent your evil ways before your new god!
I just want to see how this plays out, though.
Everyone, careful! She's going to use an undying flame attack soon.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Got it! Understood!
So it's like, when's Takumi gonna fall in battle, essentially? And here it comes.
You certainly are tenacious. But your tenacity ends here.
My, he is tenacious.
Prepare to taste my true power!
Ugh, such corny villain dialogue. It makes me wonder why you didn't just show your true power in the first place.
Isn't that obvious? I'd like to enjoy the sight of you hideous worms writhing in pain as long as I possibly can.
Oh yes, I'm sure that's the reason.
Shut the hell up, you hag!
Nope, Eva's at it again.
Go burn ants with a magnifying glass if you want to be a sadistic bitch!
Ava, you...
Uh-oh.
Takumi, are you okay?
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah! Just so excited to fight after so long. Making it hard to breathe.
Are you sure?
I'm fine! Don't worry about me!
Takumi.
Veshness, your wish is my command! So take a good long look! You can see all of the agony you want when you're down there in hell! Burning up with all the other psychopaths!
Hell? The only one going there today will be you!
Is that a challenge? Bring it on!
Okay, everybody. Here we go.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Everybody! This is our final battle! Give it everything you've got and take her down!
Bow down!
still keeping an eye out for that spider. I'm like, where did you
Hello.
go?
It's been a while.
Hello.
Xion! I couldn't stand to sit around and watch, so here I am. Sire and Nigo are gone now anyway. But why? I wanted to offer some support. I thought my power might be useful.
Thank you, Xion. But don't completely burn up your strength. You did that in another timeline, and...
I understand. I'll figure something out. More importantly, what about the poison trap?
It's complete. Kurara is in charge of setting it.
Wait, what trap?
There's no time to explain.
Let's do this. When I attack, Veshness will be temporarily immobilized. Use that opportunity to set the trap.
Okay, I'm still kind of confused, but we've got this.
Hit him with a bomb. Everything working in full force there.
Invader scum!
Xion gave us this opportunity. We can't waste it.
Veshness is definitely weakened. We won't get a better chance than this.
Okay, I can do this! I will do this!
Your pathetic attacks are nothing. I will kill you and become God! I'm not going to let myself die here!
Again, still waiting for like what's gonna happen to Takumi.
Species as ugly as yours? This can't be! I refuse! I refuse!
You know what? No, I refuse. Yes.
Someone as great as I can never be defeated!
Steady on. Oh, I win. Lovely. Well, yes, I'm assuming the wave ended if we win, you know. I'm assuming that isn't going to help him, though. I mean, he's going to be exhausted from that. It's like, that's not going to be enough to, like, be like, oh, you're fine now, right? Oh, yeah, we killed that freaking hag. Veshness is dead. Eat shit, you stupid bitch. We won. We won? Yeah? It's all thanks to everybody's hard work. I wonder what our friends are thinking up there in heaven. I bet they're so happy. Bravo, dearest. It's over. It's all over. I don't know if this is the right decision. But if nothing else, I have no regrets. I did everything I could. Used up every bit of strength in my body until nothing was left. My heart felt clear and free, like a blue sky unburdened by so much as a single cloud. Yeah, this was the right choice. I whispered that assurance to myself. Absolutely. Hideko heard me and responded. And then, here it comes. Yep. A massive quantity of cryptical had been spewed out of my mouth. It was like a waterfall or even a geyser. Spurted out in gobs as if it were a fountain, pulsing sobs pooling around my feet.
Takumi!
Mr. Samino!
Oh, Takumi!
Everyone began to call my name. The shouts turned to shrieks, then eventually morphed again into sobs. Before long, I couldn't hear anything. Silence. Total stillness. But I felt a gentle warmth too, as if something were holding me to their chest. It was so comfortable. I wanted to stay there forever. always and eternally. But my hope was in vain. The warmth soon disappeared. My consciousness had vanished. The last thing I remember wasn't a color or a sound. It was a scent. The sweet, soft scent of lavender. Right, so let's go over to the actual choice I'd make in this scenario. The scent of lavender, lovely. I like that, though. It's nice, though, with the scent of lavender there. I mean, me personally, I'm not that fond of the scent of lavender. Just don't find it that appealing. Yeah. Anyway, before decision. So, based on what we saw in the chapter select, this is probably the last ending on this branch. So, no to joining it. Stay alive as much as you can, mate. We've got other options instead of fighting Veshness.
Huh?
You're right, maybe I should stay put. I knew you'd come to your senses. But it's not because I'm afraid to die, I just don't want to get in your way out there. Everybody would be worried about me and try to protect me. They wouldn't be able to fully focus on the fight, so in the end I'd only be holding them back. In short, you're making this choice with everybody's best interests in mind? Yeah. Good. You've made the right choice. I give you 100 points for leadership. Sorry, I can't be of any help. Now you've lost all your points. The captain is meant to be the one who boosts the morale of his fighters, you know. You're not wrong. Okay then, you've got this, Hideko. I know you'll win. Know your place, servant. What? Anyway, I need to get going. Hideko ran her fingers through her hair with a smirk before rushing out of my room. Immediately, I was overcome by a fit I'd been trying to hold back. I'd been hoping to at least watch over everyone from the roof as they fought this final battle. But it looked like that wasn't gonna happen. I lost all strength and collapsed on the spot. Could have collapsed on the bed at least. Didn't even have enough energy to claw my way to my bed. Soon a piercing pain stripped me of my consciousness. Does it just end there? Oh, day 100. It was early in the morning before the usual announcement could play. I was standing on the roof. Hideko was in front of me. You really are resilient, Gumi. You can barely keep yourself upright, can you? There's no sense in trying to act tough. I nodded sincerely. My life would be over soon. The weakening of my pulse made that very clear.
Oh?
Not going to ask about yesterday's battle? You're standing here, aren't you? Besides, I'm... Right. Thank you. I appreciate everything you've done. You don't need to thank me. Is everyone else sleeping it off?
Oh.
No, they're in the cafeteria.
Huh?
Really? This early?
Oh.
We ran into some trouble. They're discussing it now. What kind of trouble? Hideko hesitated for a moment. There's no point in keeping secrets, I suppose. The baby jar, somehow it suddenly disappeared. Ha 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 ha.
Huh?
Oh.
We noticed after the battle. Not sure exactly what's happening, but I think it's likely somebody stole it. Oh, I think we know where it went. Somebody who? Kako-G. No, I doubt it. She didn't have it on her. Then who? Hideko seemed to have an inkling. I had a faint recollection of something in the corner of my mind, too. Yeah. But I couldn't quite make it out. It's hard for me to tug on the threads of my memories. More than half of my brain cells are already dead, after all. Needless to say, the baby wasn't in the jar. We were going to put him in after breakfast 2 days ago, but... After what happened to the others, we didn't have the time or the capacity. And the missiles in the final attack. Yes, already charged of energy. The escape pod was in ruins. There's no way we'd be able to fly into space. Which meant 10 AM we'd all... No. No way. All the dots.
Takumi, you can't go on much longer. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. I don't want to cause you any more pain. I do have one bit of good news. Nozomi's awake.
That's something.
Really?
Yes, and she's doing fine. So don't worry. For some reason, that strange light of hers vanished when she regained consciousness.
That's good to hear. She's awake. She's okay.
I'd managed to save Nozomi in this timeline. And I avenged the mystery timeline's Nozomi too. But even though I saved her, she'd be gone soon. So would everyone else. Burned by the flames of the final attack, instantly wiped out. All the dots. Just then, something sparked in my mind. A nearly vanished fragment of memory suddenly turned vivid again. Summoning what little strength I had left, I asked Hiroko a question.
Hey, Hiroko? When's the next time we can leap?
Leap?
Yeah,
Why do you want to know?
just tell me.
The window's already open. It'll last another 3 hours.
I see.
Pain ripped through my body. Somehow managed to string my words together as I wrote it out.
Hiroko, listen closely. Jump to the mystery timeline.
What?
The attack won't launch there. We can save everybody.
Hiroko's face reddened slightly, but it soon faded, her brow furrowing as she bit her lip. I knew what the change in expression meant. We could save everyone if we jumped to the mystery timeline, but Hiroko and I...
In short, if all of the Special Defense Unit members in this timeline survive until 10 a.m. on day 100,
Yeah, but what about the jar?
the sum of all those lives will serve as a huge weight that can tear away the mighty spring that is the time loop.
We'd have to do it all over again.
Yeah, but that's not so bad. Doing it again. Spending another 99 days together with you.
Takumi.
All the dots.
Oh, Takumi. Takumi.
Still the question of the jar then, though. Huh. All the dots. Hiroko, let me get this straight. We'll really be saved if we go to this mystery timeline you're talking about?
Oh,
You really are dense. How many times do I have to tell you? Final attack won't launch there, huh? You're telling us why that is, though. Don't worry about it, it's fine. I don't know about this. Oh, wait, where's Takumi? He's already there. Why? He had to take care of something there. We don't have time. I'll explain everything later. Alright, let's get going. Yes, very well. I put on my leap suit, of course. I made sure to check it for holes first. I guided everyone onto the platform and then... Here we go. No? Hiroko's perspective again? Yeah, where did the jar come from for this, though? Like, because we know on the mystery route they have the jar, and like it's gone missing. So where did it go when it went? It was stolen by who? Phew, here we are at Last Defense Academy. But is this really the mystery timeline or whatever? It looks exactly like our school. Everyone was looking around curiously. I took the opportunity to break away from the group. I hid in the shade of a tree and observed them shortly after.
You're kidding.
How?
Why?
It's not possible.
I
thought they were dead.
How are you here?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I mean, this is...
A miracle! It's a miracle, everybody!
All of us are alive.
That's right. We're alive.
Brother dearest.
Sister dearest.
Brother dearest.
Sister dearest!
Emo and Kako ran to each other, flying into each other's arms, and after that,
Nasomi?
it's like Takumi 7.
Nasomi!
Takumi 7 ran to Nozomi and held her tight. Everybody crowded together, hugging each other, patting each other on the back, pressing their cheeks together. I heard their cries of delight loud and clear, even some sobs. I watched it all, and then I quietly took my leave, leaving behind the scent of lavender. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. All the dots. Just keeps all the dotting. All the dots. Takumi. I'm back. I picked up Takumi's body and quietly whispered to him.
The next loop will be number 147. I don't know if it will be the last, but I'll never forget what happened here. I'll remember. Always and forever. One day, we'll get out of here. We'll leave this infinite loop together. I know we'll make it. If anyone can, it's us. You said so yourself. If you keep believing in something for long enough, you can make it happen. You can overcome any obstacle in your way. So, I'll continue to believe. One day, we'll wake up on day 101.
What about the jar? It's gonna bug me. Yeah, the omnidirectional attack, we know about that. The cursed cycle. Okay. So at least now we know like how that lines up to ending 100 there. It's like, how did they get a jar? How did the mystery end up with a jar? Let's try and remember that now. Like, did they mention it? Not sure. Not sure. Anyway, that's what's going to be done for this part. We'll obviously go all the way back to when we made this choice here and jump to which timeline. It's like, that felt like it was like it's just tying up the loose ends that we saw elsewhere as well. We got a few other little loose ends that are sort of like we can sort of like figure those out. Like Kako got taken back into another point in another timeline. You can tell that happened. That with the person in the white coat, I think that was it. Something like that. Yeah. But, like I said, we'll be heading to the next branch here as we head to Coming of Age. That was it. Coming of Age is going to be the option. Oh, it says it right there. So, we'll see what happens when we head to Coming of Age in the next part. Wait. Before we finish this part, I did just go double check, because I was like, wait, where did the baby jar go? It's like, was it a case of like these guys stole it? It's like, yes, it's like Hideko leapt at some point around here and went to Steady Fundamental and took the jar. So that resulted in that ending. So it's like, yeah, that has wrapped up everything there that makes sense for ending 100. That's where the jar came from. She stole it, like she said she would at this bit. And then everyone arrived on day 100. And I'm assuming that would lead to them potentially breaking the leap. Well, the loop even. The loop. Anyway. Now we'll head over to the Coming of Age timeline in the next part. Just had to double check there, because it was like, I'm sure it was mentioned And it was. It was. I'd just forgotten. So anyway, I'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.